Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. If you're a new member here, you are highly welcome and please consider subscribing to this channel. Thank you. For this tutorial, we need our ruler, a pair of scissors, our chalk and our measuring tape as well as our measurement. Guys, you can see I already ruled my starting line and my border. Now the first thing I'm going to be doing is to take from my waist to my crotch measurement, which is 10 inches. Mark it. Now I'm taking it all the way to the knee line, which is 21 inches. You mark it. Now I'm taking my full length measurement, which is 37 inches. You mark it. I'm going to be adding extra 3 inches hem allowance. You can decide to add 2, but in this case I'm adding 3. So now I'm going to rule all the lines. So guys, after doing that, the next thing is to come to the crotch line and divide your hip measurement by 4. The hip measurement is 40 divided by 4. I have 10. I'm going to be adding extra 0.5, giving me 10.5. You mark it. You mark the same thing on the waistline, just like this, and you connect the lines together. So after that, now I'm coming to the crotch line again. I'm going to be measuring out 2 inches like this, and now I'll be measuring up 1 inch. This is going to guide me in slanting the curve there. If you slant it too deep, it's going to affect the outcome of the trouser, so try as much as possible not to slant it too deep. By coming out with 2 inches here, it automatically gives the thigh measurement divided by 2, which is 12 inches. Now, next thing is to come to my hem line and divide my hem measurement by 2. The hem is 13 inches divided by 2. I have 6.5 plus 0.5 is allowance. I have 7. Then I mark it. Come to the knee line. The knee measurement is 17 inches divided by 2. I have 8.5 plus 0.2 is allowance. Again, I have 9 inches. So I'm going to be marking 9 inches. So now the next thing is to connect the lines together. So now I'm coming to my waistline to take my waist measurement. The waist measurement is 32 inches. I'll divide it by 4. Now I'm dividing it by 2. I have 16 inches. Divided by 2 again, I have 8 inches. I'm going to be adding 1 inch to it to give me 9 inches. So I'm going to be taking the measurement from the waist to the crotch line, just like this. Then you mark it and roll the line. The next now is to come down here by half inch. And you connect it to the waistline. Now after doing that, I'll cross-check all my measurements to make sure it is accurate before I cut it out. Now it's time to cut. So I'm going to be cutting this part first. Then now you fold it in. Now you cut it out. These are the two front pieces. So now it's time to cut the back. I'm going to be using one of the front pieces to draft out the back. We place it on it like this. And the first thing now I will do is to measure this crotch line of the front. Anything I have there, I have 12 in this case. I'm going to divide it by 4, divided by 2, 6, divided by 2 again, I have 3 inches. Now I'm going to be coming out here by 3 inches. Then you roll the straight line. So coming up here, guys, you remember in the front we slant it by ½ inch. Now I'm going to be adding the ½ inch and adding extra 1½ inch, which gives me 2 inches. So I'm going to mark it. So I'm going to come out by 2 inches. Come out here by 2 inches, 2 inches, and here again 2 inches. Now you connect all the dots together. Try as much as possible to make sure your curve is really clean and it doesn't have any sharp edge at all. So guys, now I'm coming to the hemline to come out by 2 inches. Come up a little bit, come out by 2 inches. Come to the knee line, come out by 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches again. Now I will connect the lines together. The next thing is to rule a line from this point to meet the waist, just like this. After doing that, is to cut it out. Then you open it up here. That's the front, and this is the back. The front and the back. It's time to cut the waistband. You see, I already fold the material into two like this. I'm going to be folding it up like this, and I'm going to measure 2 inches. 2 inches. Then I'll just cut it out. It's time to cut the side pockets. I have this lining material I'm going to be using to cut out the pockets, but I'll be facing it with the real material. I don't know if you understand that, but you'll find out very soon. So I'll come down by 14 inches. 14 inches. Here I'll measure 7.5 inches. Then you just cut it like this. You curve it a little bit here and you cut it out. So guys, this for the two pockets. Now it's time to cut the facing I was talking about. So I'll just cut it out straight first of all. If you are using the real material for the pocket, then you don't need this. Now I'm going to measure 5 inches. And here I'll measure 9 or 10 inches. 9 inches. Then I'll cut it out. So the way we are going to be using it is like this. I'm going to be sewing it to this part of the pocket so that the part of the pocket that will be showing will be the real material. So now it's time to cut the zipper fly. The first one I'm going to be cutting is on fold. I'm going to be coming down by 9 inches. And here I'll measure 2 inches. So now I'm going to be using this to cut out another one exactly like this, but this time around it's not on fold, just single one. Guys, if you don't know how to perfectly fix a zip on a trouser, you can let me know in the comment section and I will consider making a video for it. So this is for the zip. Now it's time to cut out the word pocket. The back pocket is called the word pocket. So I'm going to be folding this lining material into two like this. Just like this. Then I'm going to measure 8 inches. Cut it out. If you also don't know how to fix a word pocket on a trouser, you can also put it down in the comment section and I will try as much as possible to make video for it as well. Now I measure 7.5 inches. So these are for the two back pockets. Basically guys, we are done with this tutorial. Please subscribe to this channel. Give me a thumbs up if you haven't done that already. Thank you so much for watching. See you all in my next video. Bye.